Before becoming an author, I was a journalist and was lucky enough to interview some of the top players in the world. People like Ronaldo and Messi and Beckham, Sir Alex Ferguson, Steven Gerrard. So some of the things that I learned or my experience would be not to be nervous, because it's a job to be an interviewer and you need to respect your own professionalism. And also you will get a better interview if you show your confidence. If you are nervous, then just pretend you're not. It can be about acting as well. The other way not to be nervous is to do your preparation and to do your research. You need to know everything about this person to be able to understand and develop the themes and questions that you want to ask during the interview. So to go into an interview, you need to have all your research, all your questions planned out. Ideally, you want to know where the interview is going to end up. You want to imagine the content that you are going to get from the interview before you ask the questions. Don't make the mistake of asking closed questions. I'm sure you'll know what that is. They're the questions that can elicit only a yes or a no answer, because if you have someone that is a bit shy, then that is how they will try and answer it in the shortest possible way. If you're talking about shyness, then you need to open the interview with nice and easy questions, as simple as how are you doing, how has your day been, what are your ambitions for the season, where do you see your team going over the next 12 months. Things that are relatively easy to answer, that will get them warmed up so that when you want to ask your more testing questions, they've already got into the routine of answering them. And then the other major thing to bear in mind for an interview is that at best an interview is a conversation between two people that is free-flowing and engaging, like any conversation you would have with your friends. So you need to listen to their answers and build on their answers. And that means that you have to be flexible. So even if you have your list of questions written down, if something comes off one of the answers that is interesting that you had never thought about until that point, you need to be quick enough on your mental feet to be able to go in that direction, go in a completely different area and follow something that has come out of this interview, rather than being held to the format of the questions that you had previously thought you were going to ask. So you're aiming for a conversation, just like any really good conversation that you would have with a friend of yours, where you find out things that you didn't know before.